Yo, yo, it's JSF. How y'all doing? Hope everybody's doing all right. Hope everybody's doing well. So this week I've noticed this is the first week that I've actually gone a couple of days without playing Guilty Gear Strive. And for the first 2 months of the game being out, I literally played it every day. Then it'll be a day off every now and then waiting for the patch. I wasn't playing it as much, but I was just hoping the patch would, make the game more interesting and more fun to play. And even though the patch did some really good things, there are some things that will need to be added or addressed in the October patch. So that's kind of what I want to make this video talking about. And for those of y'all who are unaware, when they announced that there was going to be a patch in August that was going to have some balance adjustments, they also announced a second patch coming in October. So that was part one, and the one in October is going to be part two. And they've said that patch is going to have more gameplay fixes and kind of just have things to make the game more fun, make the characters feel better to control and to play, make the game overall more fun. Now that sounds like the right idea. That sounds exactly perfect, but developers do miss the mark sometimes. I mean, in this patch, they literally buffed Leo, who was top 2. It was already pretty broken, so that was pretty absurd. So yeah, I kind of want to talk about that. So it's just a few things that I think need to happen. There's a lot more that could happen, that could help the game, that could change the game, but I don't think the gameplay so much needs to be changed. It can just evolve if we get to that level. Like, the depth of the game is kind of controlled by the players. If the players don't expand to a far enough level, if we don't get good enough at the game, we won't get to certain depths. So I don't think we need to massively change the gameplay, but something that does need to change is inputs, right? And I made a whole video about this, so I'm not going to talk about it too much for too long, but they didn't fix it in this patch. I really would need them to fix this in October. If this doesn't get fixed in the October patch, I don't know how much longer I'd be able to play this game. And by inputs, I mean the reversal window, because wake ups and reversals have a 3-frame window. Wake ups are on a reversal window in this game. So if you are a character who doesn't really have strong defensive options, like let's say Jacko or like Axel or like Ramlethal, your best defensive option is reversal super. Now, a lot of characters like that have a double quarter circle motion for their super. Then some of them don't. The double quarter circle is a lot easier to do than the half circle back forward motion. That motion I honestly would wish just wasn't in the game. It's just not, it just shouldn't be. But I mean, that could be legacy Guilty Gear stuff that's been like that in every Guilty Gear game. So I understand it being there, but I think that just is a much harder input to do within a 3-frame window. But the 3-frame window just needs to be expanded. It doesn't really make sense for it to be difficult to do a wake up attack. I don't think anybody who plays this game can consistently do a wake up attack. I don't think anybody can do it. By that, I mean be able to do a wake up attack 10 times in a row, like a wake up DP or wake up super, right? And even a wake up fireball is not the easiest thing in the world to do, right? Then you have characters like Leo who have to just press up in a button after holding down on wake up and gets an invincible reversal. So it just creates more artificial difficulty for no real reason. Massive issue that just needs to be fixed. I made a whole video about it when the game first came out, so I'm not going to talk about it much more, but yeah, you know the vibes. The next thing I want to talk about is matchmaking. So matchmaking doesn't exist in this game. And that's kind of crazy to say for a fighting game. I can't think of any fighting game I played in the last 10 years that an online ranked doesn't have matchmaking. It just doesn't, right? It's an issue for a bunch of reasons. And I'm not even one of the people saying get rid of the lobby system, change the lobby system. I understand a lot of people don't like the lobby system, and I don't really love it either, but I know that they can't change it. It's too late. They've doubled down on it. They've gone in too deep with it. They really can't change it. So it kind of has to be what it is. But there needs to be an option for real regular ranked matchmaking, because you end up in situations where you want to play ranked and you literally can't get games. And it's not because people aren't playing the game. There are people playing it. They're just in the matchmaking. They're just in the lobbies, right? 10th floor, celestial floor, whatever. They're in the lobbies and they're doing that, right? And in this game, since there is no matchmaking, when you go to play somebody, they get to decide if they want to play you or not. Now, I understand why this was done. It was just to try to stop the game from forcing people to play matches or characters they don't want to play. And while I think that's a good idea, I don't think that's a good idea for ranked. I think in ranked competitive play, that's the whole point. You play everybody to see how high you rank up, to see how good you do against everybody, right? Now, if you run against somebody with a terrible connection, you should be able to like blacklist them or report a connection issue, or the game should be able to recognize, okay, this from here to here, this distance is too far, or this ping is too high. You know what I mean? It's rolling back 5-6 frames. You shouldn't have to play that, right? So kind of just a traditional ranked mode is what this game really needs to add. It would help a lot. I can't believe that's not in this game. In the floor system would work for this, but the problem is you can farm all your matches. Problem one is you can just farm your matches, right? So you can just play against one person over and over and over, just keep beating them and just rank up by doing that. Or you can play against one of your friends, have somebody get you into the Celestial VIP, and then there's that. And the second issue is it's just too easy, it's too fast. You start off on like the 6th floor. Like, you don't even start off anywhere near floor 1. This is what when I saw the floor system in this game, I was like, oh, that's really cool. I like that idea. But then I started off on floor 6 and I was like, wait, what? I'm more than halfway through it, or like already, like off rip. Like, it's kind of insane. So it kind of invalidates it as a rank system. If the rank system went, hey, you get 100 wins from floor 1, then you're a floor 2. You get another 100, you're a floor 3. You get 200, you're a floor 4. If it was something like that and it took a while to get to floor 10, took a while to get to Celestial, then you had to challenge for VIP, that would be a good system. But since it's so easy, you can get Celestial from a new account in like 2 hours or less, right? It's pretty ridiculously easy. So that's why this needs some traditional matchmaking. And like I was just touching on, the last thing I want to talk about is ranks. It needs traditional ranks and traditional ranking system. If you don't know what I mean by that, I mean something like Street Fighter, right? You go into ranked in Street Fighter, you're just rookie. You're rookie ranked, right? You get 500 points, you're bronze. Then you got super bronze, ultra bronze, and you got silver, right? You get 2,000 points, you're at silver. You get 5,000 points, you're at gold. You know what I mean? Like, whatever. After gold, platinum, diamond, then master, then ultimate grandmaster, warlord. Like, there's ranks to climb. So you can gauge your progress in ranked play, right? You can see, oh, wow, okay, I'm winning enough to keep going up. And ranked online isn't everything, but in this era of fighting games, online is a big part of it. Online is a lot of it. And if you're somebody who grinds ranked all the time and you're the #1 ranked dude online and everybody's grinding ranked, it's gonna at least show that you're putting in a lot of time, putting in a lot of effort, and you're getting a lot of wins. Your win-loss ratio is probably pretty good, right? So it's something that gives players something to strive towards, no pun intended. You know what I mean? It gives you goals, it gives you something to work towards. So you can see the progress. Like, it's hard to try to grind this game. You can just be running around in a lobby trying to get matches for 30 minutes, right? And you're like, damn, I've been playing this shit for 2 hours, but I've only played 5 sets, right? And that's a massive problem for the people that want to play this game, who want to grind this game, who don't have a community to already play with, who don't have a community to already grind with, or you're not already a big name in FGC. Meaning it's a big problem for most of the people that play ranked. But yeah, anyway, those are just a few things that I wanted to talk about that need to be added. There are some other things that could get changed, that could be added. I believe they're adding a couple more stages. Obviously, we're going to get more characters, right? I think there needs to be more character variety, but that's going to happen with DLC characters and with balance changes, right? Because right now in this game, it feels like you either have to play a character with a playstyle you like or a top tier character. Or if your playstyle is Leo or Soul, congratulations. You know what I mean? But if it's not that, if you like neutral heavy characters, you're probably not going to play the best characters in the game because they're gorillas, right? So I think that more lower tier characters need to be strengthened, right? If you like the level Soul, Leo, and May are at, that's fine. That can be the top of the mountain, but you do need to buff other characters. Like Faust needs more than what he got, right? Kai got some good stuff, but he needs more than that. Anji got some good stuff. We'll see where that goes, but I think he'll probably end up needing a little bit more. Like, Jacko needs more than what she has, right? It's like a week and some change after she came out, and nobody's playing her anymore. You know what I mean? But hey, it is what it is. Anyway, that's all I wanted to talk about. Some changes I would like to see happen to this game, just to make it a better game. I just want this game to last. I like playing it. It looks fun, but if nothing really, if this game doesn't really get fixed in the October patch, Melty Blood will have been out for a month, and if people really like Melty Blood, the audience that's playing this game will probably just switch over to that game and forget about Strive altogether. So we'll see. And that game has no drip. I'm kidding, by the way. I do not hate Melty Blood. I'm joking, but you know, you can't diss Melty. You can't diss anime, man. The weebs will come at you. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here. Y'all stay safe. JSF, I'm out. Peace.